This seminar is entitled Business in Your Business, and what we're going to attempt to do today with our discussions is talk about how we can improve the internal operations and recognize opportunities, capitalize on sales opportunities that are within our store without doing any more advertising. We're not going to talk about promotions and advertising that drive traffic in the stores. We're going to talk about what's already there, the opportunities, how to perfect your store, and how to get your people ready along the way to start getting into these kinds of volumes. The things that we're going to be talking about are good old-fashioned sales and management techniques, which you're going to be hearing from guys that are doing it every single day and have achieved these volume levels. I'd like to introduce Vern Nielsen. Vern Nielsen from Pocatello, Idaho. 1994 sales in the Pocatello, Idaho store, as you saw last night, it's worth repeating, at $2,321,666. Dean Stone, Glenwood Spring store, representing Glenwood Spring on the screen, in at $2,512,454. Mike Lyons, Longmont, Colorado, our new inductee into the $2 million club this year, at $2,013,267. $1,720. Population in the Dublin, California area is 25,000. He operates with a little bit bigger store than the rest with 4 bays for tires and 6 bays for service. 19, and Bruce has been a Big O dealer for 11 years. How do you get your employees to buy in to your goals in your store? What are the incentives that you can offer them? What are the ways that you can motivate and train?
I think one of my keys has been the training, because each year my plateau has been so much higher to keep getting into these 2s and 2 pluses, is so that what I done this year is I took the office that I had 4 people in, a CPA and two I moved it up the street and remodeled that building, and it is a total training center similar to the university, Big O University in Mesa. And I have over 80 employees, and I have and will continue sending every one of those through my class, and it is back to the basics. We will not put on any new people, tire techs, unless they go through the 1 day. And again, it is training, not only in sales, although we do get into that, but it's just to the basics of how we operate and how our car flow, and them prepared for this kind of volume that goes through. So I think one of my biggest challenges, and it certainly paid off for 94, was really focus on training.
One of the real basics, I think, that you must start with, and that's your training. Every other week, I hold meetings for my service people, which includes my salesmen and my service personnel. And then every other week, the alternate weeks, just the office. Communication. How do you communicate with all your people? Very important facet of your business.
We're talking about tire construction, and maybe one of my guys this week on tire construction. Bingo, he's a teacher. Why would you have your weakest link teach a class? He's got to study up. After he studies up, maybe he's your best one now. But at least he's moved himself up. Input from the guys on what they would like to have in the training. You don't have to come up with a curriculum. They'll tell you what they need to know.
It's making everyone in your store a salesman.
I feel everybody should be rewarded for what they're selling, because it comes back to you guys as being owners. It comes back on the bottom line anyway. It's again how important it is to train that person. And the theme of my class in Grand Junction that I run everybody through is ask for it. If you're not asking for it, guys, and being professionally to be able to explain what you're selling and do not sell something you don't need, and reward them for that. Well, I have proven for a fact that I increase 20% out of my stores strictly in the service center. So it's again back the importance of rewarding your people for what they sell.
One of the things we've tried to do with spiffs, and what I've looked at, is if we're not doing something well that I think we should be doing well, then we will put a spiff on it. So we put a spiff on each new app. The first month it tripled. We're running 40 to 45.
What it done for me in the 5th tire sale, because I reward very highly in the 5th tire sales, is now my stores are averaging 13 in each store, 13 5th tire sales per day, 6 days a week.
So if You just sell 4, you're breaking up a set.
Instead of patting the guy on the back and say, great job, you sold 4 big O's, did you ask for the 5th? Oh, I forgot. Oh, then you didn't do that good a job, did you?
It's amazing how familiar they are to and how they're still being worked in stores at this volume level. And I'm speaking of the VIP program. When you get to this volume level, there's enough cars coming in to take care of themselves. Is it important to still VIP when you get into this?
I think most of us don't VIP. It's just like you said, we're too lazy or well, kind of sit behind the counter.
I'm going to tell you a little story. There's only one store in this whole convention that you cannot VIP in. Now, I would have bet anybody any amount of money, every single store you can VIP, there's one you can. It's Gallup, New Mexico. I know because I went there. And an Indian pulled up in his truck, and I walked right on out there, got to his door, he looked at me, rolled up his window, shut his door, started the truck, and started backing out. I thought, whoops, go back in the store. He pulled back up, rolled his window down, got out of the truck, came in, started talking tires. Okay? So, I've seen one store. Yeah, that's a good reason, I guess, if we don't want to make any money. In this day and age, everything being self-service and people having to pump their own gas and bag their own groceries, isn't it nice to walk into a Walmart and the greeter's there and give you a little cart? Now Kmart's doing it. Isn't it nice to walk out there and open up the door and say, hi, how can I help you? Is that aggressive? Not at all. I'm telling you right now, it's not aggressive. It's friendly. I'm telling you, you're missing double-digit increases. Whatever it would take to get each and every one of you to VIP, I would do, because I know what it's going to do for your business. If you promise me you'll go back to your stores 30, 60, 90 days, give it a try. It's all going to start with you. Your people will follow by example. Get bruises on the shoulders from going out the door to meet the customer at the car. You'll be surprised at what your customers will tell you. 80 to 90% of our customers are VIP'd, and we'll crack out some pretty good volumes in a day.
Advantage over the competition. We go out to the car, see what they have on their car. If you see a baby seat there, what's he interested in? Safety. If he's got Michelin tires on there and they're all worn out, is he going to buy an advertiser tire? Probably not. The car will tell you a lot what he wants to buy. If you never see the car, you have a lot of information that you've lost.
The other thing is you're asking premium price for a premium tire and giving them less than premium service. You're no different than your competition. What differentiates us from our competition? The service that we give the customer. You know, the critical thing with the speed lane is that you have everything in line, especially if you're going to do a lot of volume, but when you get busy, you're lost. So if you make the guys have the hubcap hammer in the same spot every time, and it always goes back there, the gun in the same way, oiled every night, with the flip socket on it.
The speed lanes in these stores look like operating rooms. I mean, there's nothing in the way. They're designed for speed. There's nothing there that doesn't belong to create that order. They've time studied it. They've positioned their equipment for it, for the maximum use of time with the least amount of movement. I've visited stores where there's been no work order, and you're right in the middle of the sale, and the customer walks out, and it's happened to everybody. The tire tech walks in and says, is that white or black? You stopped your whole store operation, your whole speed lane. The work order program is an important part of the speed lane.
I think what motivates people is if you care about them and you show them that you care and you keep them involved in your business, what you're doing, why you're doing it, why you want to grow. Because if you see that, if you show them that, they're going to want to stay with you and they're going to want to grow. But if you treat them like a tire buster and you think he's a tire buster, he's not going to produce. And that's the same as mechanics and salesmen.
We're nothing for what our people do for us. Our people are everything. They're the ones who are busting their fannies right now because we're out of there, but they're the ones who put these $2 million on the board, and our hats are off to them.
The reason our store has done so well, and we haven't had a decrease in probably over 12 years, is because our people stay. So that when a customer comes in, he sees the same face. He sees the same people. So he knows he'll be treated the same. If you have a lot of turnover, customers can sense that.
You think that with this kind of volume level, you're going to see tons of opportunities for complaints? Oh, they get them, but they handle them. Whatever it takes, they handle it. So whatever it takes
Yeah.
is to a man how they handle a complaint. How about a hand for our panel, and thank you very much for, thank you.